How can you use courage to catapult you in life? How can you use bravery to be bold? This is the message. This is the message we have for you. So, how courage can catapult you in life came actually by way of my good friend Ayla. Shout out to Ayla. Thank you so much, my friend, for giving us this wonderful message. And if you are watching this on the replay, comment down below and let us know what were the times in your life where you had to be courageous, where in spite of your fear, you trudged forward, you trudged on. What were those times in your life? We'd love to know. Let us know. So here's the message from my good friend Ayla here. And we've been in this group detailing so many things, so many topics. For 30 days we're going. And today has been day 20. So blessings to everyone in the group that have been joining in on the Zoom, talking about all sorts of topics. But today's topic was courage. She says, courage is grace under pressure. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. Wow. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision, right? Where have you found that to be true in your life? Hey, Nikita, thank you for joining. Great day to you. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. You know, in Navy SEALs, they have an expression or a saying that we do not rise to the occasion. We sink to the level of our training. So I like how this says, that life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. How can you use your courage to shrink those foreboding circumstances around you? Those events that are especially perilous and fearful. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. It means that you don't let fear stop you, right? It's not the removal of fear, it's the moving forward through fear in spite of fear. That is courage, that is bravery. What does this mean to you? Courage is the mother of all virtues because without it, you cannot consistently perform the others. How have you been courageous in your life? What was a time in your life that you were fearful, but you had victory over your fear? You had courage in spite of your fear. Now there's a movie, if you've ever seen this movie, it's called The Dark Knight Rises. I think it might still be on Netflix. It's a Christopher Nolan film with Christian Bale playing Batman, Bruce Wayne. And The Dark Knight Rises has this scene, and the villain of this movie was a man named Bane. They called him Bane. And Bane tapped into Bruce Wayne's pain. All of the villains in Batman, in the comic books, I love those villains most of all because they're so nuanced. They have so much characterization. They have so much motivations for their own exploitation of Gotham and the citizens. But they think that they are the good guys. They think that they are the righteous ones, and their ideals and their motives are pure, are true, are righteous. And that is what makes them the perfect villains, the perfect foil for Batman. Because where would he be without adversity? Where would he be without opposition and obstacles on his way, on his path, becoming the superhero that we know Batman to be? The Joker tapping into his psyche when it comes to chaos, disrupting order. Poison Ivy tapping into his lust, his emotions surrounding love and seducing him, seduction. Scarecrow tapping into fear. And Bane tapping into that pain, that physicality of breaking his willpower, breaking his spirit. So in this movie, The Dark Knight Rises, Bane had broken Batman. He broke his back and threw him down this hole. And when he went down this hole, Bruce Wayne saw that many others had been living down here, imprisoned for years and years, trying to escape, trying to get out. And what they did was they would tie a rope around their waist and they would climb this wall, right? This wall here. And every now and then they would get close to the top, and there would be this ledge that they would come to on this wall. But once they got to this ledge, it would be the moment of truth. If they could jump and catch this ledge between this gap, this chasm between them and their freedom, they would have it. They would be able to escape this hole. But no one ever made it. None of the prisoners were ever able to jump across and grab this ledge. In fact, there was only one person that had ever made it out, the legend said. So as Bruce Wayne climbed, he wrapped a rope around his waist and tried to jump for this ledge as everyone shouted, "Rise, rise, rise." But you know what? He missed it. He didn't grab the ledge. He was unable to escape time and time again. And it was only until he climbed this wall, went up until this ledge, saw the fall below him, and did away with the rope. He removed the safety net. He removed his security blanket. He removed what was keeping him safe. He burned his boats, right? He made it so if he did not grab this ledge, death was sure to come. And in the face of his fear, bravery emerged, courage emerged. And sure enough, the crowd cheered, "Rise, rise, rise, rise." And what did Bruce Wayne do? He jumped and caught the ledge. Courage was able to win the day when there were no other alternatives. He was able to face his fear and fight on anyway, making it out of the cave that had imprisoned him indefinitely. So, my friend, realize that it is not us ceasing to be fearful, but we have ceased to let that fear control us. We have ceased to let that fear sway us. We have ceased to let fear rule our lives. You don't have to let fear control you or decide your destiny. Les Brown has a quote: "You are born for greatness, but you are not destined for greatness." Many people, psychologically, mentally, many people are in that cave today. That cave in life when it comes to pushing past fear and finding their faith in themselves, in whatever endeavor they have pursued and in life. But they have allowed this fear to control them, and they remain in the cave of uncertainty and the unknown because they're afraid to embrace other uncertainty and other unknowns. They remain in the uncertainty of their comfort zone. How can you push past your comfort zone and enter your discovery zone, my friend? How can you climb out of that cave in life? So understand that without fear, there can be no courage. What would bravery be? Who would we call brave if they were fearless? It is because they have fear, but they still press on, that we see them as courageous. And finally, realize, my friend, that if you are brave enough to start, you are strong enough to finish. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. In whatever you deem worthy and worthwhile in life for you to do and pursue, do it. Push past fear and do it with courage. Understanding that we've all been there. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once a disaster. But it's not that they weren't fearful. It's that they pressed on anyway. So much love. Thank you so much, my friend, for allowing courage to be a catapult in your life, to be a catalyst in your life. And thank you for listening to this message today. I really appreciate you being. Much love to you. Hey, Victoria. Hey, George. Yeah, George says Christian Bale is awesome. Definitely. Phenomenal acting. I gotta respect it. Carly, did they portray Poison Ivy as a man? I don't know about that. I've always seen Poison Ivy as a female character. Yes, Bane. Yes, exactly. So much love, my friend. Thank you for being here today. I trust that you were able to take a nugget with you. Drop a nugget of wisdom here if you'd like to influence someone and to improve someone else's quality of life. Pay it forward, give back. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for all the hearts, the likes, and shares. Tag someone in this if you're on the replay watching who needs to hear this message and who would gain value. And hit the bell notification to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. Check out the Open Palm podcast. The link is there in the bio for you, your daily inspiration, and your listening pleasure, my friend. Be well, be blessed, stay encouraged, and stay courageous. Take care. Much love, and we will catch you again very, very soon.